Hi, leader. I bet you clicked through to this smart leader hack because you don't love conflict, or maybe you even hate it. And in this 3-part series on dealing with conflict in the workplace and on your teams and in your one-on-ones, we are going to give a multitude of super simple hacks that will help you deal with conflict more effectively and to actually use it to stoke team effectiveness. Hi, I'm Marla Skibbins, the founder of Level Up EQ, where we take leaders in tech and biotech to the next level of their leadership. Please subscribe, and all of the worksheets discussed in this smart leader hack will be available. So you're still here. So I guess you don't love conflict. So in this smart leader hack, we're going to talk about what conflict is and what it's not. And I think the not part is why people hate it, because they think it's something that it's not. And then we're going to give you 2 really super simple tools to use, both with yourself and with the people you work with and with your teams, to help you understand better about what conflict is and what it's not, and where you land in conflict. So, what conflict is not? Conflict is not fighting. Conflict is not mean personal attack. Conflict is not your mom and dad, or your mom and mom, or your dad and dad fighting about something in front of you. It is not that. And I think that's why leaders don't like conflict. They go back to a very young place and feel like they're in some traumatic situation when people start to get hot about topics at work. What conflict is having a passionate, sometimes heated discussion about ideas. And why would we do that? We do that because when everybody brings their best, when they bring their passion to the table about topics, we get the best ideas on the table. And not just that, when everybody feels encouraged to talk about what they believe, we get all participation. So that is what conflict is and what it's not. So here are 2 really simple tools to use. One is called the conflict continuum. The other is called the frequency and depth model. Both of these come from Pat Lencioni, who is one of my heroes, wrote many books on team and organizational health. And we'll drop the link to his books. The 5 Dysfunctions of a Team is really a lot of the work that I do with people inside organizations. So we will definitely give you links. So the continuum on one end is, let's call it mean-spirited attack. On the other end is false harmony. Most people will land one or the other, or close to that, or bias towards one of those. Where we want to get is in the middle, where the people that sit back and go, I'm not saying anything, come more towards that heated debate. I'm not looking for you to be mean and saying negative things to people, but the false harmony people will need to do that, get closer or feeling like they're getting there. And the mean-spirited need to be less mean, more kind, more compassionate, and move towards that to get to this middle place, which is that right fit conflict. When everybody shows up, everybody shares. So there, I'm going to put a worksheet about that in the comments, so you'll have access to that, and there will be questions to help you work with that on your with your team. And the other is the depth and frequency, and it's a quadrant model. You can check it out. But what's interesting to start to think about, What's your conflict bias? Do you fight a lot with people or feel like you're having a passionate debate, but it's conflictual for people? You do it a lot? Do you do it about everything and it's just very light, or is it very weighty topics and depth and it's difficult? Or do you not fight at all, but when you do, it's very difficult? So you'll see the quadrant, but it starts to give you a chance to think about, how do you fight? Hey, how do other people engage in conflict? How does your team as a whole engage in conflict? What's their depth of conflict? What's their frequency of conflict? So it's giving you a chance to start to think about conflict and loosen up a little bit. Because if, like I said at the beginning, you probably don't like conflict, then you probably don't think much about it either and just want it to go away. So we're giving you some super simple tools to just start opening the door. Because when you open the door to conflict, you'll have the better ideas will get formed and the more innovation will happen. And that's what you're here to do, isn't it? To be great and to create new thinking and new opportunities and new horizons. So check it out. And I just want to say, this is conflictual. Coming in and talking to you about conflict is a little conflictual. And yet I'm here to do that with you because you are a part of our purpose at Level Up EQ, which is to unleash the magic of human potential. And that's you. You in conflict and you engaging your team in conflict. So go out and get the best from your people and unleash the magic of those you lead. Be well, be safe. Bye for now.